pleasure to have you here.
Welcome.
So,
Yeah.
for us to come to the end of this podcast, so basically, in your opinion, do you think that Cameroonians go to the kitchen, cook really good food, and then they don't put it in the market, or they just cross their hands? And by food, I'm referring to music, of course.
Of course.
You think that do you think that they put as much effort, or is there as much investment dedicated to the marketing of the music as much as there's investment in the production of the music itself?
That's a
In your
good question,
opinion,
bro.
so
This is what I think. So I was in the studio just, checking out somebody. One of my young guys was in his studio. I just went by to just see what he's up to recently. And then another young artist was there. And we're having a discussion just about what you have asked. And it's like, Begrang, why you feel say, which kind of music we will get for charts? He said, what kind of music do we need to do to be on the charts? I said, oh, charts. He said, yeah, charts. I said, he was like, on the Nigerian charts. I said, which chart? He said, the Apple Music charts. I said, there's a Apple Music Cameroon charts. Do you know that? He said, yes. I said, go online and Google Apple Music Cameroon charts. Check the top 100 songs, do music as good as that. And he went on there and there was no Cameroonian on the top, at least 20. I don't know if you get. See, like in Cameroon, if you want to know what guys are feeling, go to Apple Music, check the top 20, and you know what Cameroonians are feeling. It's not Nigerians that are listening to music on the Cameroon Apple Music charts.
Right.
Or Boomplay.
Right.
It's Cameroonians. It's not Nigerians. It's not Kenyans.
Yeah.
So what do Cameroonians like? My answer to your question is, you are in a market. That market has demand.
Right.
And then you have to supply the demand. If there is demand for a low-cost phone, right, that charges quickly and takes good pictures, and you are trying to force a super weird phone with 8 cameras that loses battery really quickly, it's not going to work.
It's not going to work.
So I think that guys need to go with statistics as much as their own personal idea of how things should go.
Right.
I don't know if it kind of brings you into the answer.
I think it does make
because
sense.
what I think the biggest mistake that artists are making, for all the lack of knowledge and experience, that comes with time.
Right.
But the fundamental mistake that guys are making is that they are not looking at the stats. Let's not end this podcast without me saying something that I believe is very important. A lot of people think that Nigerians have imposed their sound on the world. But me, I'm a musician. I'm a multi-instrumentist. Nigerians have not imposed their sound on any world. The Nigerian music industry is composed of, let me say, 3 major segments in terms of musical references. They have, it's a Caribbean sound. Oh my God. Calypso.
Yeah.
A great segment of it is Calypso. If you hear this song that this guy just did, I don't know his name, but the name is called Ta. She gave me like that.
Yeah, right.
That's very much reference to Calypso. They have dance hall, which is what a lot of guys are doing that you know.
Right.
Ruga is basically a dance hall artist. End of story. The only Nigerian thing that he uses is just the spices, which is what? First of all, his melodic approach, and second of all, his native Yoruba tongue. But that is dance hall music. Tell me what is distinctly Nigerian about that music. Nothing. The third is Amapiano, which is what Asake and everybody's cousin is doing right now and taking literally over the world. What is that? That's South
Including
African music.
Davido's latest album.
That is South African music. So I'm trying to
So
say
there's
that the
nothing peculiar-
Nigerians are not stupid. They are following the trends. Do you understand what I'm saying? They look at the stats. Dancehall artists have been making millions of dollars for several years. Calypso artists are superstars. Check the Caribbean music scene. There are superstars out there that are making so much money just in the Caribbean scene, and then they go to the US, they come back, they do world tours on world music festival circuits and come back. Now, Amapiano became one of the most blazing sounds to come out of Africa in the
crazy.
last 10 years. It took over the world with DJs, not even with artists. Amapiano DJs do world tours. Literally.
Really?
DJs, yes. Check them out. Go to their pages. They have millions of subscribers, millions of views. DJs who just play. They play in Brazil, London, Australia, Sydney, South Africa, Lagos, New York, Miami, LA. Amapiano. Then, so it's a very, very big music that big names took it very far. You know, Master KG had the massive global hit. What did Burna Boy do? Linked up with him and did the remix. Think he's stupid? Burna Boy had never had a hit as big as Jerusalem.
Right.
It was the biggest hit from Africa for a while. So Burna Boy has to link up with him. You can't be sitting there saying that, no, I'm going to do my Niger. What is Niger?
What is Niger?
Niger has their sound, which is there are some distinctly Niger sounds.
Probably off Fela.
No, let's talk about the urban ones. Fela is, you know, Afro jazz is Fela, but you have this music that Portable does. You know, this Zazuga.
Yeah.
That's a distinctly Lagos sound. Distinct,
Okay.
yes. But you see, it's not global.
It's not global.
It's a local, super great sound. It keeps him and many other artists very okay. I've been in
Right.
Lagos. I've seen it live many years back. That's what they do. Terry G before him.
Probably
You
Olamide.
probably know Terry G. Olamide has been on that line, but
Right.
he
He's
has
trying
always
to-
been
he's
a
now-
guy who mixes and matches.
right.
Yeah. Now, on the Igbo side, let me just take these two because it's the most popular groups.
Right.
You have the Ogene sound,
Right.
which is, you know, guys like Zoro. You know, there's a rapper called Zoro who is
Right.
excellent. That whole pack,
Right.
pack.
Which is also not global.
It's not global. It's keeping them okay, but it's not global. But what Nigeria has taken global, it's not
their sound.
distinctly Niger. It's music business. They've added their flavor to something. And guess what? The reverse is happening now. So the American artists now are like, okay, this is what the world is feeling now.
Let's
get it. Let's get it. So don't be surprised that the upcoming American artists, Korean K-pop is blowing up now. What are they dancing? They're dancing all these guaras and all these dances that you had. They are singing like
Because
Niger
that's
guys.
what's
They're
up.
using Afro beats because that's what's up. So we can't be sitting here saying
Want to do Niger?
like, or we can't be sitting here saying we want to do Kame.
Come here, like, what's that?
What's Kame? Do it, but don't be surprised that you're not global. That's what I'm saying. It's okay, do it, but know that it has a cap. And it's simple arithmetic to understand that if you are appealing to a limited audience, then you have a limited amount of money. You're not going to buy the Maybach. No, sir.
I don't understand what would have been a better icing on the cake than that perfect conclusion, because I think even to me,
Yeah.
who runs this,
Yeah.
that's the best icing that there is, because
Okay.
the changes of the world is so fast. The trends are happening so fast. If you are going to be in entertainment, you better be following what is happening around.
I mean-
you know, basically, and I think that's such a big deal. I'm so excited that you made time to come on the show.
Hey, man, it's
And
a pleasure. It's a pleasure.
And I want to have you again. I mean, sometime later in the future, but we want to talk about tech, you and tech, and the Cameroon sphere as far as the tech atmosphere is concerned.
Yes.
Thank you so much for coming to the show.
Bro, my pleasure, man. Shout
And I
out to
hope
your
to
crew
have you again.
and you too, man. Keep doing what you're doing. I'm very pleased to have been here and have this opportunity. Thanks for the support, and just keep pushing.
My pleasure, bro.
Yeah, bro.